interviewing interns today. Contact us at 713-370-5051.
Follow us at KNLY 91.1 FM.
Could your business use more customers? Could your business use more online traffic? Sponsor with 91.1 The Boss radio station and let our multimedia radio station promote your business. Contact us today at 713-370-5051.
Mixing genres and generations, all in one station. 91.1 FM, The Boss.
Are you great with people? Do you have professional experience? 91.1 The Boss wants to interview you as a sponsorship promoter. Contact us today at 713-370-5051.
The program presented are submitted by members of our community and are a proud sponsor of KNLY 91.1 FM. The views expressed do not necessarily reflect those of KNLY 91.1 FM and its affiliates.
Hey, welcome back to the Daily Buzz Radio Show. It is Tuesday. I don't remember the date. But anyway, it's Tuesday. It's late November, the week after Thanksgiving. And today, I want you to reach us at thedailybuzzradioshow.com or radiotheboss.com on 91.1 FM. We have a special fill-in guest co-host today, Miss Glamour Perry, better known as DJ Gucci in the house. Glamour.
Hi, Sydney. How are you?
Man, woke up again on the top side of the dirt. That's 2 days in a row. How about that?
Was it at 4 a.m.?
No, unlike her mother was explaining how she wakes up every morning at 4 a.m. I said, oh my God, what do you do at 4 a.m. in the morning? But her family is a very entrepreneur-spirited family, and so they get up talking business at 4 a.m., don't you?
She's as if they were my own, and we work on getting everything negative on people's credit, and we help boost them as well.
In your experience, so you're a young lady. You start out, and your mother kind of coached you throughout the years to kind of you kind of didn't know, where you were going at this point in your life,
Correct.
But you kind of did.
In a way, I got into it by accident. I've been around it for 14 years, and I've been doing it for 4 years now. In college, we had an assistant that she was going back to school, and I was like, hey, I'm in college. I'll help out a little bit. And then shortly after, about half a year of doing it, I was like, hey, I'm about to graduate, and I kind of like helping people and doing this. So I was like, I'm graduating early, and can I work full-time for you? And she was so excited.
You know, it's very prideful when one of your children decides to go into something that you built, because your mother built impeccable credit service over the last 14 years. And so you weren't even born then, were you? No, you're older. No. Okay, close.
I was there.
She was very small. But it's very prideful when your children comes into your business. And I'm sure that when you did that, it made her very proud. But at the same time, she said, I have to mold you to be able to duplicate and keep going what she's worked so hard to build up to this point.
And that was her goal always, is just to make me a better version of her. Or she always tells people it's like having my twin work for me. Like, she expects the same expectations that I have, and I do. I want everyone to be treated exactly the same, and I really care for the company and our clients.
Don't ever lose that passion for care in business, because it comes across very genuine, and it comes across when a client's in your office. You know, when clients come to you guys, they're not in despair. They're not like, you know, they're getting ready to be homeless, but they're planning a financial future when they walk through your doors. And to have that concern, that genuine care, that you know and you hear their case, you say, okay, I know I can do this if you follow what I tell you to do.
And they're all ready to, like, make a new beginning, and basically they're all ready. We have a bunch of entrepreneurs, so it's not people who are, like, down in the dumps necessarily, but they're all wanting to do better, and that's what we want for all of them, too. We treat all of our clients the same, at the same level of respect, rather if they're at NA credit scores all the way to like 700, wanting to get above 750, because ultimately that's what everyone's goal is to have a high credit score.
Because it gives you options, and in life you want financial options. It makes a difference sometimes whether you're driving the 77 Toyota or the brand new Mercedes.
Yes.
Options, and so options are good in life, right?
Correct.
You
and
create
also
options
at the best rate too.
At the best rate, that's right. Because if you have to go in every Friday and make that payment at that lot, you're paying about 20% versus 2 or 3, 4%, something like that. Now let's talk about real estate. You have a lot of people come to your office say, I want to buy a house in a certain amount of time, right?
Yes.
You have people give you impossibles to do.
Oh yeah.
What are some of the impossibles they want?
The impossibles, I've heard everything from, hey, I'm done with my lease in a couple weeks. I need a house by the end of the month, and it's already the 15th.
And they got a 400 FICO score.
Correct. So I'll be like, well, if you hold and you can always renew your lease, we'll get you there within a year. Because it takes a lot to build your score, just like how it takes a lot to drop your score. So we give them realistic timelines and everything, and it's not going to be just, oh, yeah, sure, we'll get you in. We make sure that they know, hey, you're going to be in our service for this long, and this is what's going to what it's going to have to take, and we'll get you to your goal, but you have to follow the steps.
Now, I got a question for you. Are you sure you're ready for this one?
I might be.
Aha, might be. Okay, here's the deal. You guys have a lot of clients. Over 14 years, you got tons of clients.
Yes.
But you have active clients that are currently with you. What happens to the guy who doesn't do all the stuff you ask him to do?
So typically, whenever we get them in and we work on their credit every 45 days, regardless if they do their part or not, we send out another round. And we'll work on everything, and if after their contract is up, if they decide like that they didn't put in their part, we will pull their score again, see where they're at, and we'll show them the difference. If there's stuff that we didn't get taken off, which usually that's not the case, then we will actually do our part and make their service up to them. But if not, then we tell them, hey, these are the steps you have to do. You need to come back to us whenever you're done doing your part of the
Now,
steps.
you are a credit scientist.
Yes.
So I'm going to ask you a very scientific question. What do you think, and does it actually work, rapid rescore?
It's a temporary fix.
Oh.
So realtors do it so that their clients can get a rapid rescore, just how it sounds, a score really fast so they can get their house that they
So
want.
it actually does work then?
Sometimes, but it costs a lot of money, and also it ends up being temporary. So after they get their house, that stuff's going to be back on, and also it's going to still be on.
But the good
reflecting on
news, they
their
can get
original
into their
score.
house with that rapid rescore, I guess, correct?
Correct.
So they can't take the house away from them if their credit drops after they sign a mortgage, right?
But after they sign their mortgage, if they like go and get a house or anything, or they even try to apply for a credit card, they're still going to be back where they are. And it costs a lot of money because you have to
does
pay
it?
per item.
Oh, really? Okay, so that's probably not a long-term goal to get into.
No.
Okay.
We don't suggest it. We always suggest for the long-term fix, so then you can also understand how credit works as well.
Now, you guys right now are currently in, where y'all have an office here in the Woodlands. Where's your other office located?
Our other office is located 3100 Timmins. It's over by Lakewood Church.
I thought I stumped her. Okay, 31. Oh, by Lakewood Church over there. Cool.
Yes.
Does Joe ever come in?
No.
Oh,
I
he
think-
don't have bad
I
credit.
think he has good
God
credit.
fixes his credit. Yeah. Okay. If you can connect with God to fix your credit, I pay for that one.
Real credit karma.
You know, there you go. Okay, so you guys are down by Lakewood Church. How do people get a hold of you?
They can get a hold of us, Facebook, Instagram, or they can give us a call. I run all of them.
You do?
Yes, I do.
If they were to
most of our
call you,
social
what number
media.
would they dial?
It would be 713-378-1500
Almost
or
stumped you.
281-419-6811.
Glamour Perry Impeccable Credit Services, her and her mother Vanessa Perry, is a family business. They've had it for many, many years, 14 plus years and growing. Glamour obviously will be taking over the business someday when her mother's in her 80s or 90s, or probably, I doubt then, her mother still be running
She'll
things.
still be running everything.
From a wheelchair in a nursing home somewhere. Glamour, here's the thing. Glamour is filling in as our co-host today, so we're going to take a short break. When we come back, Elizabeth Griever with Everson Cooper, man. If you're thinking about buying houses, you think about getting a real estate game, you say, well, I want to be the next Tommy Vu at 2 a.m. with an infomercial about real estate. We're going to talk real estate with Elizabeth. Don't go away. We will be right back.
Do you want to make your college experience different? Become an intern with 91.1 The Boss. We are interviewing interns today. Contact us at 713-370-5051.
Mixing genres and generations, all in one station. 91.1 FM, The Boss.
Could your business use more customers? Could your business use more online traffic? Sponsor with 91.1 The Boss radio station and let our multimedia radio station promote your business. Contact us today at 713-370-5051.
Follow us at KNLY 91.1 FM.
Are you great with people? Do you have professional experience? 91.1 The Boss wants to interview you as a sponsorship promoter. Contact us today at 713-370-5051.
Hey, this is Sidney Young with the Daily Buzz Radio Show, broadcast live every day, Monday through Friday on 91.1 FM The Boss. Join us. We're talking about everything going on in your community, bringing the community closer to you on 91.1 FM The Boss, the Daily Buzz Radio Show. Hey, this is Sidney Young, Daily Buzz Radio Show, dailybuzzradioshow.com or radiotheboss.com on 91.1 FM. We're on streaming also in all of the major social media sites. Y'all know them, Facebook, YouTube, that scoping thing, all that stuff. Y'all know, man. You youngsters know that stuff. Anyway, we're going live on all that stuff right now, so send us a shout-out. We'll shout back to you. Ivan would tell me if someone shouts out, won't you, Ivan? Ivan loves me. He's our engineer. We are with Glamour Perry, my co-host today. Glamour!
Hi.
And we have a very special young lady in here. Very entrepreneur. We're talking about young entrepreneurs today, man. I'm blessed to be amongst all these people. We have Elizabeth Griever. Elizabeth!
Hello. Thank you for having me today.
I've been trying to get you on the show for a while. She's on them big wigs. You can't just call up and get them on the show. You know, shoot. You got to go through their people, to go through their people, to go through their people.
She's making money moves with her entourage.
I'm telling you, she got an entourage with her. Look at her. Got that shake going.
Yeah, I've been dancing the whole time.
It's a party here.
Now,
It
Elizabeth, you and Andy, that's her husband, they all have Everson Cooper. Which
We do.
I read the bio. Explain how you come out with the name Everson Cooper.
So Everson Cooper is a company that my husband and I own together. We wanted it to be a legacy for our children and grandchildren going forward, the way our grandparents did for us. And so Ever is the last part of Griever, which is our married name. San is the first part of Santangelo, which is my maiden name, and Cooper is our 13-year-old chocolate lab.
Oh, my God. So y'all don't have kids, do you?
We do not have kids.
When you have kids, you got to change the name again.
I know, right? They're going to be so jealous of our
How
dog.
come you and your mother didn't do something like that? My God, aren't y'all creative?
Impeccable sounds better than Perry.
Glamour Credit Services. No. So, Everson Cooper, you know what they do, right?
Yes.
What do they do?
So they buy homes and then they flip them.
With a big spatula. Boom, like
That's
a
right.
pancake.
Like a pancake.
Talk about Everson Cooper.
So we work with homeowners that need to sell their house in an as-is condition. So they can't afford or do not want to do the work that needs to be done to get their house repairs done. Things happen in life. We all know that. I'm sure you see that with the credit repair. And they get to a place where they can't or don't want to spend the money to fix the house up. So we'll buy the house from them on their timeline that fits. And then when we go in there, we fix it up and turn it into a rental, or we turn it into a flip and resell it to
So y'all hold
family.
as well?
We do, yes, sir.
Wow, what's your inventory look like?
So we only have 5 houses that we've been holding.
Listen
I
to
know.
it. Only 5 in River Oaks. No big deal.
No. We've been doing that slowly. That's a whole other, scenario of property management. But
Yeah.
we love it, and we love our tenants, and we work really hard to give them good places to live and take care of
Property
them.
management's a whole full-time job in itself.
Oh, yes, for sure.
You know, Glamour, I went to your webpage this morning and 'cause I wanted to research and find a little bit more about your company. And I saw something there that I really liked. There's a video on there. It talks about how you go out and meet with the homeowners to assess the property and everything, but also, more importantly, you said to find out what their needs are,
That's right.
to meet their needs. Explain that.
That's right. So it's all about them and what their timing is and what they need to move forward. Everybody's story is different. Everybody's situation is different. And so we really want to make sure that we are meeting that for them. That we obviously, try and meet that financially. It is certainly a math equation when it comes to buying real estate. I think we all know that, but we work really hard to make that right for them. And then also their timing when they want to move. If they want to move next week or 2 weeks, once title is clear, great, let's do that. If they need a couple months to move on, that's fine too. So we really want to make sure that it's a fit for them and what they need. And we also partner with a company called All Organized, who is incredible, and they will come in before closing and help the sellers do pre-pack declutter or pack up, and we pay for that service for those sellers so that they are
Really? Like
Yes,
a
sir.
hoarder house kind of speak.
Well, it's a lot to move, no matter where
Yeah, I
you're living
know.
or anything.
Yeah.
I don't ever want to move again. I don't know what I'm going to do when I need to. I mean, it's just overwhelming, and so this is just another service that we provide to help remove that burden for them as
And
they're
you
moving
guys
on.
pay
It's
for
awesome.
that?
Yes, sir, we do.
Wow. What's really cool about you guys is, one, when you find out what someone's needs are, what about inherited home. Someone is passed away and gives someone a home. How do you go about doing that process?
So that can be definitely lengthy because of all the legal paperwork that comes along with who really owns the home now after whomever passed away. And so if that family is kind of exploring their options, we will refer them to real estate lawyers and probate attorneys that can help them through the legal side of making sure all of that stuff is taken care of, because that can take a long time if the preparation wasn't done to begin with. So we always tell people to get a will, get it notarized, and when the person passes away, it has to be probated. It just makes it much easier.
Let them know, like, whoever's in charge, like, let them know, like, hey, this is your house after, so then it's not a surprise or anyone's arguing.
That's right. And that can be really difficult. Yes.
You mean family members argue over money? No.
Can you believe that?
But I love you. This money's mine.
That's right.
That is pretty cool. Glamour's going to get her a house one day when her and her soon-to-be husband out there somewhere in this world get married. Right? Y'all going to have a dog. Then you got to change the name of your company again.
I already have a dog.
You have a dog?
Yes.
What's your dog's name?
Her name's Daisy Grace.
Oh,
the Daisy Grace Credit Repair or something like that. So when people are a young couple and they're ready to go get a home, do you suggest they come to a company like you to purchase a home or traditional financing? What do you think?
So we're not really a service for people that are trying to buy a home to live in, unless it's one of the ones that we have flipped and it's on the market.
Okay.
Right? But they're really going to go to a realtor to work with that realtor to find the right fit for them. So hopefully that would be a house that we have on the market that we are selling, that we have fixed up and, you know, done all the things so that they can go buy the home. But for sure they would need to be partnered with a realtor and do the mortgage route.
The traditional route.
There. That's right.
Do you guys take on any type of entrepreneurs looking to get in the real estate game?
We have not done anything like that. We've certainly sat down and talked to some people that do want to get involved, because we were very blessed with many people who sat down with us in the beginning and still continue to sit down with us, answer questions, help us navigate through things. And so we do that, but not in any sort of consulting sort of matter, just more like helping people grow and build their businesses.
How do people find where your houses are listed, like the ones that you guys have for on the market?
So the ones that are on the market are going to be on HAR.com. That's Houston Area Real Estate. You can find them there, and you can also find them on our website at eversoncooper.com. And so we list them both places. They'll also be actually on Zillow too, because when it's listed on HAR, it's listed on Zillow. So,
well, how do you find houses to purchase?
So we do a lot of networking. And we do some other additional social media marketing, mail marketing, just different things to get in front of these families that may be in a situation where they need to sell and need to sell as is. So it's a conglomerate of things, but actually the biggest way is networking, because it might be like, oh, my aunt or my mom or my cousin or my neighbor needs your help. Here's their situation. I'd love to introduce you. And that's where most of our things come from.
You know, I got you and your husband own this company together. Do y'all have separate roles in what you do within the company, or how's that work?
So he is very much so like the visionary on top of everything, like kind of where are we going. He's going to be big when we get into the commercial side of it. That's going to be his kind of his baby. Yeah. But I'm the one most of the time out there doing the networking, going the appointments, things like that. He's kind of
You're the face of the company.
I am.
Oh, I've seen him. Good looking guy.
He is.
You know, y'all look good together. You're a professional young couple. You have success written all over you as you walk together like that. Last time y'all were here for the Real Estate U show, and I mean, the two just look great together. They really do.
I appreciate
it.
So
hats off to y'all.
I've got a good partner, and he's very supportive of what we're doing, and we're kind of in this together and figuring it out. So we're very grateful for that and that working relationship, because not everybody can do that, and it's certainly challenging. We are not perfect. But
it can be challenging. We're getting ready to take a break. When we come back, we're going to talk more about real estate. We're going to talk more about how people get a hold of you, and I want to also talk about where you see Everson Cooper going in the near future. Myself, Sidney Young, and Glamour Perry. We'll be back with Elizabeth Drever. We'll be right back.
Do you want to make your college experience different? Become an intern with 91.1 The Boss. We are interviewing interns today. Contact us at 713-370-5051.
Mixing genres and generations, all in one station. 91.1 FM, The Boss.
Could your business use more customers? Could your business use more online traffic? Sponsor with 91.1 The Boss radio station and let our multimedia radio station promote your business. Contact us today at 713-370-5051.
Follow us at KNLY 91.1 FM.
Are you great with people? Do you have professional experience? 91.1 The Boss wants to interview you as a sponsorship promoter. Contact us today at 713-370-5051.
Watch us live in our social media, Facebook Live, YouTube, Twitch, Periscope, at KNLY 91.1 FM.
Hey, welcome back, Daily Buzz Radio Show, dailybuzzradioshow.com or radiotheboss.com, all the social medias, with Glamour Perry and Elizabeth Griever with Everson Cooper.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, Glamour, she was just, during break, she just had all these questions she come up with. I said, girl, save it when we go back on air.
I was wondering where she does all of her buying, and if they do all over Texas, or what areas that they buy and invest in.
Yeah, so right now we're in the Houston area, mostly North Houston. That's where we live. That's where we live to be, and so that's where most of our investments are. But we certainly can go anywhere around the city. And then at some point we do have goals to grow into Dallas, maybe grow into San Antonio. So it just kind of depends on the markets there and when we're ready to do what. But yeah, so we're all over Houston right now.
You guys buying any of the hurricane homes?
We're not. No, we've worked with some investors that do, but we have not done that.
Wow, because I know real estate, especially in Houston, goes through these waves. And I was investing a few years back, and it was at the tail end where it was going down. And then, of course, the storm hit. And after a storm, it's like everyone was in the real estate game. But then it really didn't start becoming a very good market for real estate for those type homes till almost a year later.
Yeah.
And now, because unfortunately, a lot of people took their insurance money and didn't fix up their home.
That's right.
And then they're stuck like, okay, what do we do now? And investors come in and take over the home at a really good price, as long as it wasn't in the core of the floodplain.
Right.
What type of research do you guys do before you buy a property?
Oh my gosh. We look at comps in the area for the last 6 months. We look at what those houses, what kinds of work has been done to fix them up. We look at school districts. We look at crime rates. We look at flood zones.
Wow.
We just want to see kind of what the whole picture is of the house and the neighborhood. And so there's kind of a science behind that and different things that you look at. There's certainly a math behind how we get to our numbers when we're buying properties, so we know that we're doing the right thing and making the right investment. But yeah, we look at all those factors.
So you never do any blind buys or any of those options?
No, we have not done that. We're not quite there yet. I don't know.
Scary.
I used to hate when people would call me up, hey, you got to make an offer this house by tomorrow, or someone else going to get it. Well, then let someone else get it. I'm not going to rush and do that. You got to do your homework.
Because
That's
house
right.
is a big purchase.
It is a big purchase.
Especially if it's a big house. Makes it an even bigger purchase.
And it's a big liability until you get it either sold or rented out. So,
Do you guys know the disposition of the home before you buy it?
oh yes, we walk all the properties before we buy them. We take pictures. We ask every question we can come up with to the homeowner as far as the condition of things and how old things are. So we're looking into all of that so that we can evaluate what needs to happen to the house in order to get it either rentable or sellable. So
is everyone pretty honest with that, or do they leave out some things sometimes and you guys find out?
it depends. Sometimes they don't always tell you the extent of the damage or how old a roof really is or things like that. But most people are very genuine and they really do want the help and they want to be forthcoming about what's going on because they understand our position and the risk that we're taking. So most people are very, very forthcoming about what's going on.
Your clients that you're buying homes from, I don't know how to put this, they have some sort of pain in their world they need to liquidate. What are some of the issues that people have they need to liquidate?
So it could be somebody passed away or somebody lost a job and they can't afford the house anymore and they want to sell it before it goes to foreclosure. Sometimes people will start a project and they'll rip out floors or rip out cabinets and then a life event happens and they can't afford to fix it. So now they're like, all right, well, what am I going to do? How am I going to sell this property?
Y'all take on the halfway completed new construction homes sometimes?
Well, not new construction, but people that have lived in an older home and maybe say, I don't like these floors or I don't like these cabinets or whatever, and they start to do the renovation themselves.
Like midway
And then midway they can't. Yeah,
which in your industry you deal with people that face foreclosures.
Yes.
And foreclosure would be a huge hit on your credit, correct?
Yes.
What, 7-10 years?
Typically, yes, but we can get them off within 12 months.
Really? Oh, in that case, let the house go back. Come on. But now you just mentioned something. You guys buy pre-foreclosures or foreclosures or both?
So it's pre-foreclosure. So like well before the house is gonna go to foreclosure, because like we just said earlier, I'm not buying houses sight unseen at this point.
Yeah.
But yeah, so somebody that just might be in a situation where they're like, hey, I know what's coming. I don't want to deal with it. I'm ready to move on. So we're just an option for people. We are not everybody's answer. We're not the right fit for everybody that's in different situations. We are just an option, and it's an honor to be able to come in and just see what we can do. And if it's a fit for them and it works for what they want and when they want to move forward, then great. And if it's not, then we're going to refer them to somebody else who may be able to help them.
What kind of, if I'm a homeowner and I want to sell my home, what's it going to cost me for you guys to come take over and do what you got to do?
So you don't actually, like, our service doesn't, you don't pay us for our service like you would with Glamour. It's more like we come up with an offer for the property and you decide if that offer is going to be a fit.
So I don't need to order appraisal, nothing?
No, we do all of that if we even do it. So we'll do the inspections, we'll do the appraisals, the surveys. We pay for all the closing costs, so we try and make it really easy.
Y'all pay closing costs?
We do. We'll play both sides of the closing costs. So the only thing we won't pay for is if there was a lien on the property or, like something happened with somebody passing away and paperwork needs to be done. Things like that to clear title. But, yeah, we pay for all those closing costs, so we really help the homeowner just have minimal out-of-pocket costs for moving on. But we're really only a fit for people whose houses do need work. We're not a fit for people whose houses are in great shape or they just renovated or things like that. They need to call a realtor and put it on the market and, get all the value that they can out of it because it's in great shape. So we're for the people that the houses just aren't in good shape and it needs a lot of work.
Glamour's into business. She is a businesswoman, young businesswoman, and I'm sure you think of the future every day, don't you?
Yes.
You see, that's what business people do. Us old guys, we're fortunate we woke up today. Woo! Where do you see your company going in the next few years?
Oh, man. So we definitely want to grow in this area, and we want to get into commercial as well. We'd like to have multifamily, and we'd like to have a commercial building at some point. I have no idea when that's going to happen, but we certainly want to get there. And then, like I said earlier, we'd like to move to some other cities. So Dallas is one that we're interested in, and we've kind of been peeking at San Antonio, but we also could maybe go out of state. It just kind of depends.
Tell me what you think.
I think it's exciting.
Yeah,
I do. We were just talking about how they need to start building up on some of the buildings in the woodlands.
Like they do in the Heights, they build up. You can't build out.
Yeah.
We're just going to continue through here to the end of the hour. I want to go ahead and ask you a question, though. You guys got a tremendous thing going. How do people find you?
So you can find us on Facebook or Instagram or YouTube at Everson Cooper, and that's S-A-N, Everson Cooper. And then you can also find us online at eversoncooper.com.
And for the old guys that dial 10 digits, how they get a hold of you?
832-540-7320.
I stumped so many guests with that because I don't call my office all the time. What's the number? I love that. Elizabeth Drever, Everson Cooper. They're located here in the Woodlands, but they buy throughout the greater Houston area. So if you're needing to get rid of your home, give them a call. Thank you so much. We're going to have you back on the show soon.
Thank you, Sydney. It's an honor to be here. I really appreciate it.
We're looking forward to it. Glamour, guess what?
Yes.
I got a couple announcements to make. Is that okay?
Yes.
I need you. Okay, as long as you're okay with it. I just want to make sure.
Go.
Enchanted Forest, which is with Glade Arts Foundation here at 2000 Woodlands Parkway, they kick off on the 29th. The 29th is actually the VIP party. Then the following day or night, that evening time, is when the event is. Enchanted Forest. I'm going to see if we can hold this up right here. You'll see it, gladeartfoundation.org. This is going to be a very special event. This, I guarantee you, will be an event that comes around every year here in the Woodlands because they have a whole section behind their office building fenced off and has a divider out there because it's going to be outside and inside a walkthrough Christmas theme. It's going to be very exciting. It's going to be something. They have theatrical actors and actresses that come here to do this, and just people they put an ad out and get. These are professionals. It's going to be really, really cool. I think they charge like $35 to get in, something like that. They do a group tour of, I think, 12 at a time, something like that. It's going to run through the first week in January 4th. So it starts November 29th to January 4th. Also, 2000 Woodlands Parkway at Glade Arts Foundation, which is hosting Enchanted Forest, has a food drive this Saturday. You have food, right, Glamour?
Of course.
You have extra food?
Yes.
Your mother's up 4 a.m. Should be doing something like cleaning the pantry out or something. I don't know.
She's is a great cook.
You know, so any extra canned goods you have, if you can drop them off 2000 Woodlands Parkway between 10 and 3 this Saturday, they have a food drive going. So we want to get you out there, right?
Yes, and some of the dates are sold out, so you should get your tickets ahead of
Yes, she's right. Glamour, when you coming back?
I don't know, whenever you invite me.
Oh, man, we got to invite you?
Yes.
All that trouble. Glamour's been a tremendous co-host today. We're very privileged to have her here, and we will have her back. So that's all we got. We will see you tomorrow. DailyBuzzRadioShow.com. Bye-bye.
Do you want to make your college experience different? Become an intern